Welcome back to Living 808. It's hard to believe, but Hokule'a's 3-year worldwide voyage is coming to an end this weekend. The Office of Hawaiian Affairs has been busy preparing for the homecoming. Here with information on that, OHA CEO Kamana'opono Crab. Hello, thank you so much for joining us.
Aloha, good morning, Shane.
Let's talk about the importance of this worldwide voyage. What can you tell us?
Sure. The arrival and the return of Hokulea is a tremendous source of pride and inspiration for all of Hawaii. The reason being is because over 40 years ago, it was the genesis of the Hawaiian Renaissance back in 1976. So the symbolism of Hokulea is all about perpetuating our tradition, but also doing it at a stellar and excellent level where it really inspires people to go beyond not just Hawaii, but to explore, to be courageous like they did in the ocean, to really challenge ourselves about the world around us, not only learning about it, but bringing that knowledge back to inspire and educate our Opio, our Keiki, and the people of Hawaii.
Yeah, there's so many layers to this, right? And as we were talking about off camera, even though this particular voyage comes to an end this weekend, really it's going to continue because they're going to go around the state.
Yes, they are. So the Malama Honua message or vision was really to inspire the rest of the world to achieve a greater consciousness about the global world climate change, rising sea level, and in the Pacific, and especially in Hawaii, just recently, several weeks ago, we saw the king tide rise. As island people throughout the Pacific, it devastates us immediately. So that worldwide voyage was really about to educate people that these changes are occurring, and it not only requires scientific, but also traditional knowledge as well. So now that they've returned, they will traverse the state and going to each island to really focus on health and well-being, just like Malama Honua focused on the health and well-being of our Mother Earth. Now we're focusing on the well-being of people, the well-being of our environment, our communities, and really taking great effort in caring for our land, in our connection with us as people living on the land, but really benefiting from it.
I hope that everyone takes advantage of this, because I know they have been doing a really good job. You talk about the importance of educating our youth, and I know my kids would come home and they would be telling me, Mom, do you know where they are? And you know, they would have all this information, and so they've done a really good job, I think, with going into the schools, you know, with their online.
But Polynesian Voyaging Society, and in collaboration with Kamehameha Schools, Punahou Schools, Department of Education, have done an excellent job in bridging the voyage with the technology so that the students here and throughout the world have firsthand knowledge of what's going on in Hokulea, wherever they were in the world. And it was able to be Wi-Fi'd or internet. And they had an interaction with the crew as well. So the curriculum has gone not just statewide, but international. So it was really amazing in terms of education.
Well, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about the homecoming on Saturday.
Yes.
Everybody's talking about these mele workshops.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Sure. This collaboration is with Kamehameha Schools and Kanae'okana. They have a network of people in the chartered schools within the broader community, and OHA a partner because we would go out into the community and conduct these mele workshops. So there are 4 mele. For OHA, we have our Kumu Hina Wong, who's teaching it. We've been teaching it for about the past 2 weeks, going into different communities. I believe this evening will be at 6 p.m. at Papakolea Community Center. Tomorrow evening, will be at OHA in our boardroom. And then Thursday, it will be at Wailua Community Association Gym. So it's really exciting. You don't need to be an expert chanter. All you do is have a willingness to learn and chant, and they rehearse it, they go over it. And these chants really are about honoring Hokulea when Hokulea is arriving into the channel. So that's a very traditional protocol.
I get chicken skin just imagining that. You know, there's going to be thousands and thousands of people there. Imagine them all together, right?
So you have, I believe you have over 2,000 kids learning it. You have community people. You have high school kids learning it. So when you're chanting it, it will be a really exhilarating experience and emotional, because everybody's just welcoming Hokulea and Nainoa them home. And it really is a kako thing in terms of bringing communities, schools, different sectors from Hawaii participating in this whole historic moment.
What else is OHA doing for the homecoming?
For Office of Hawaiian Affairs, we were asked to help collaborate with our community to bring in different kia'i. Kia'i are guards, or mostly warriors who help with the arrival of Hokulea, helping lashing down the canoe and so forth. But we brought in a number of men to help participate, because we were expecting anywhere from 20 to 50,000, and that's huge. So you need a lot of people to actually block off the sacred areas in which Hokulea will be arriving. OHA, in collaboration with Kaio Nakanelua and the Halemua o Maui, they're a Hawaiian men's culture group that perpetuates traditional Hawaiian warrior arts. They're going to be actually not demonstrating, but putting on a live Kali'i ceremony. So they have a champion who represents Hokulea, Sam Kapoi, who will be the young warrior to receive the honor of being thrown 8 spears. It's a public ceremony. Probably no one in Hawaii has seen it for a while, for 100 years. So we're doing it live. We check with all the security people. All the warriors are going to be out protecting public safety.
So if you're there on Saturday and you see spears flying through the air, don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed.
It's all part of a ceremony.
It's all part of a ceremony.
Yes.
It's all under control. And it really is to honor and to dignify all of those men from the beginning of 1976 all the way up to today and the next generation, for what Hokulea stands for in terms of science, protecting our Mother Earth and environment, and the future health and well-being of this great Polynesian tradition.
Which ties in perfectly with OHA's mission, because
Correct.
that's what you guys do.
Very true.
Yeah.
One of our strategic priorities is culture, and our specific task is to share stories, experiences through cultural activities, whether that's hula, music, chant. And so Hokulea is a great fit for that. It not only is about their worldwide voyage, but it's the whole history with Herb Kane, Nainoa's father, Pinky Thompson, and others. And so this is an excellent time for Hawaiians as a whole to take great pride, to be inspired of the great work, and so forth. We've put in about $21 million since 2011. So this is a great investment for us and for the people of Hawaii.
Yes. Kamana Opono, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
I could talk to you forever. This is such an interesting topic.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to Saturday.
Thank you.
Coming up on